Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do a special to James Tupper or Tupper. This is Anne Heche ex, okay? And this man has the audacity be trying to fight over this lady's money. And then he's not fighting just fighting her kids or her 20-year-old son. And it's like the audacity, you are ex. What make you think that you get the money? Okay, what make you think you get the right? Well, he said he has the right because Anne sent him an email, even though Anne did not leave a will. So she didn't leave a will, but then she left you an email, and then suspiciously, Anne go out of her car and she drive reckless one day, and then hurts herself, harms herself, and then ends her life. Come on now, okay, boy, I'm suspicious. So let's pull some cards because I wish her ex would try to come back into the picture talking about, oh, she sent me an email and said she wanted me to be in charge. Boo, you an ex. I promise you, the email I was not nice or sweet, and it definitely wasn't telling you was getting control of my money. Okay, so check yourself. But we're gonna see what's the energy. First, we want to find out who is James Tupper. Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? Can we trust him with your purse? Can we trust him with your brake lines? Can we trust him with your estate? Can we even trust him with the kids? So we're going to first find out. Okay. Now, the results of this reading is my opinion, my card's opinion. Okay. It's not to be taken as facts. Okay. This is for entertainment purposes only. Let's get started. And James Tupper or Tupper, whatever your name is, honey, what makes you think that you get the right to this lady's estate? Because of an email. Boy, we is done with you. She died suspiciously, and then you get a suspicious email. Okay. So, divine angels, who is James Tupper, and what should we know about James? Okay. Who is James, and what should we know about him before we think he's about to get somebody a estate? Not the first card coming out for James is prostitute. James is an alleged prostitute. Okay, so the cards that came out here, let's see what's going on here. Now, what is this? The first card, of course, is the prostitute card. Now, James showing up as a prostitute. Why we need to know this, it says the light attributes, which is the light attributes are the size of James that he shows. You know, he probably lead with his light attributes. But the shadow attributes are the size of James that we don't see, that everybody don't see. You know, only a select few get to see the shadow attributes. Okay, he only show that side when he wants to. And we all have light attributes and we all have shadow attributes. Okay, it depends on, do we lead with them? Do somebody pull their shadow attributes out of you? What is it? Okay, so right now he has the prostitute, and it speaks of the light side. It says it accentuates the challenges of surviving without negotiating the power of spirit. So he accentuates the challenges of surviving without negotiating the power of spirit. So I'm picking up survival here. Jane's trying to survive. And you know, with a prostitute, they try to survive too, honey. They sell what the one thing they feel like is valuable to them, and that's their body. Okay, so for money. So I'm picking up money vibe. James would do anything for money. That's kind of what I'm picking up. And that's the light side of James. But it also said without negotiating the power of spirit. So he tries to maintain, you know, boundaries. But the shadow attributes speaks of it places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. So James ain't trying to go in and clock in nobody's job, honey. He is not. He's trying to get somebody estate and lay in it and vast and kind of like bathe in this lady's money, this lady's estate. James said he deserved it, okay, because he slept with her and he gave her his body to Anne, and he deserved her estate. You a lie, but moving on. We got the judge here. James said he the judge, okay? The light attribute speaks of balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. So James said to the judge, if he ever talks to the judge, he's going to be very fair. He's going to distribute his prostitution money fairly amongst the kids, okay? That's what he's telling everybody. But behind says that shadow attribute speaks of offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. So he's saying that he's going to do right by the estate. He's going to tell the judge that. He says, I'm a good judge of character. I'm a good judge of what Anne wants me to do with the money. And I'm going to balance out I'm going to balance out justice with compassion. And then make sure all the kids' money is split fairly. And as soon as he walk out the courtroom, honey, and get into his Mercedes or whatever he done bought himself, honey, he is only offering destructive criticism, which means you're going to tell that 20-year-old son, baby, you too grown to be depending on your mama money. Move on, okay? Go get you a job. You this, you that. You don't deserve money. You this, that, okay? Your mama would never wanted you to have money. So he's misusing the business and legal and criminal authority. Next, we got the Alchemist, okay? It's like transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. So he's trying to transform his base motives into golden wisdom, which means he's trying to mix some magic here and trying to make himself look like he's a good guy. Okay, he's an alchemist. And that's the light attributes. Now, the shadow attribute speaks of the misuse of power and knowledge that comes through spiritual practice. So I don't know if he's showing up as somebody that may be a practicing priest or something like that. Ain't quite a priest, but he's practicing as if he's one. And he's just misusing everything about priesthood. Okay. Next, we have the artist again. Okay. He putting on for his city. We got the artist here. And it speaks of the light attributes. It speaks of expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. Again, he's giving out this holy then foul type of orb in the presence, but then his shadow attribute speaks of using talent as an excuse to mistreat others, posing as the starving artist to elicit some type of pity, okay, from people. He won't pity. He's showing up as a prostitute now. He's all about surviving, and he don't want to negotiate his spiritual side. He wanted to make sure he maintained that. That's what he say. But behind the scenes, he'll do anything, and he places material consideration over security and self-empowerment, which means he ain't trying to empower himself. He's trying to use what he has to get what he wants and what he needs. Then he, with the judge card, it's like he's showing up as somebody, as a good judge of character. He's going to balance everything out. I have so much compassion. Okay, I'm going to be very just with what I do. And behind the scenes, he just being slick with his tongue. He's saying anything to put people down just so he won't have to share any type of fortune or wealth. It's magic here and transform his base motive, which he knows his base motive and good and his goals are, and trying to put it into some golden wisdom, trying to make it make sense, trying to make it look good and shimmer to the public. And again, behind the closed doors is the misuse of power again and knowledge that he has that comes through. And he's trying to use it in some type of spiritual practice. Like he's such a good heir. He's such a good guy. Okay. But it started off his reading as a prostitute. And then we have the artist. Okay. It's like expressing a dimension of life that's beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. Again, trying to inspire others to see things his way. He's over here working his magic. But then he's using his talent as an excuse to mistreat others and posing as a starving artist. Okay, I don't know how good he is in his acting because it shows right now that he is a Canadian actor known for his role as Jack Slater on the ABC television series Men in the Trees, Dr. Sanders on the NBC drama, and he played on a series called Mercy. So he's had his share of stuff, but I hadn't heard of none of it, y'all. And I like to watch TV, so if I ain't heard of it, honey, is it good? But he was born August the 4th, 1965, so he know better. And his spouse, they say he has a spouse named Kate Mayfield. But I don't know if he's still married to her, but honey, he said he's moving on to Anne. And I don't trust the fact. Did anybody check and see if Anne's brakes were cut? Because she was driving like somebody who brakes were cut. Maybe she was high on something, but then allegedly then her brakes looked like they were out, okay? But she kept on rolling. We got the rebel card. The last card here for him, he's showing up as a rebel, y'all. He's showing up as something. Now, the light attributes, which means his good side of the rebel, it challenges authority to affect social change, reject spiritual systems that do not serve his inner needs. Okay. Now we have the shadow attributes, who speaks of rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure and fashion. Showing up as somebody, again, very materialistic. Okay. He's showing up as a rebel and not with a cause. Even though he tried to say that he challenged authorities out of good cause. But I mean, if you got to challenge authority, how good is your cause? Anyway, so let's get the energy behind old James, because I don't like his energy right now. And I probably read on the wrong person. I read on Anne's ex, I think his name was Thomas Jane. Now Thomas Jane showing up as somebody who is very influenced in Anne's life. He may have got her caught up in bad things, but I see old James Tupper showed up as somebody that came in with a pretty face, trying to get in with the money. He showed up as somebody that came in, charming the situation, trying to get that money. Again, trying to use power, trying to use wisdom, trying to use his judge of his character to kind of win people over. But at the end of the day, he's shown up as a rebel. He challenges authority and he rejects legitimate authority out of anger. Okay, so he got a really dark shadow side. So let's see, what's the current energy of James Tupper and Anne's estate? What is the energy? Okay, so the cards that came out here. The first card that came out for old James. Now the Alchemist card trying to jump down. Why? Okay, because the first card speaks of a violent duchess, stifled, bored, and stuck. A violent duchess. Violet. Okay, violet. Now I thought I was saying violent, and I'm still kind of picking it up. Violent. Yeah. Somebody that's bored, and that's somebody that's real quick to come to anger. Okay. Out of boredom, just because he's simply bored, nothing more. Nobody ain't pissed you off. Nobody ain't said nothing to you. You just bored. And that's something that he shows up as this rebel. Then we got this next card is Dress of Alchemy. We got the Alchemist card here right now. Release your power. That's some type of power he's holding here, that he's mixing up some type of chemistry. It's like, now chemistry, that kind of gives me mental chemistry. Like when the mental chemistry is not well on somebody, it's like he'll show up as this alchemist, okay, and have some type of power over this person that has some type of chemical imbalance. I'm seeing chemical imbalance here. So you see him balancing out something in the lab with chemicals. And he's showing up as an alchemist, and how that kind of comes into Anne. I see him seeing Anne as somebody that was imbalanced, and he saw that, and it's like he used that to his advantage to kind of get power, to kind of get power over the situation. Next, we have Death and the Mating. Lord, not death and the mating, which speaks of an invasion, boundaries violated, dominance. Y'all, I ain't picking up good. Mr. James showing up with a pretty face and a dark spirit. Death and the Mating is some type of invasion, boundaries being violated, and dominance. He created some type of dominance and power over this family, because it kind of like he saw the imbalance that was in Anne, and he came in and took advantage of that. Okay. Came in and took advantage of all of it. Kind of like set the stage for himself. And trying to put himself as the good guy. Oh, I'm a good guy. But he crossing all type of boundaries here, to the point that it look like a death of the maiden, of a woman, of a feminine energy. And he's holding this chemistry. He's holding this vial of substance in his hands. Okay, remember, he was the alchemist. He was in there mixing up something, and that kind of created an imbalance to me. I'm picking up imbalance, and he has this. holding it in his hand. Okay. Artist, okay, painting a picture, painting, he's setting a scene. And at the end of the day, he's a rebel, crossing boundaries, causing a literal death. Okay. Now let's pull more about this James. Now we're gonna pull the prostitute. Give me more about this prostitute. We got restrictions here. Again, we got somebody holding a cross. And this cross is giving me masculine, feminine energy, spiritual energy. But there's some type of restrictions when it comes to this prostitute card. There were some restrictions that were put, that was heavy burdens. I don't know if Anne had heavy restrictions when it came to her money. It wasn't easy for him to come in and just tap into it. So, oh boy, had to come up with some plans, okay? Because it wasn't as easy as he thought. He thought he was gonna come in and be a pretty face and be, come and love on her and get it. And it's like some restrictions were here. Give me more about these restrictions here. Poverty. Yeah. He came in with his hands out trying to get money. Okay. Financial loss and some type of isolation. It seems like he came in trying to isolate. At the same time, receiving money, asking for money, placing material consideration and security over self-empowerment, which means he wasn't trying to work for the money. He was trying to get it from somebody, a feminine energy. Give me more about this Judge card here. And Violet Duchess. Okay. The cards that came out here is overconfidence and wisdom. Now it's like balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. He's trying to manage the fair distribution of power, but offering only destructive criticism and misusing the business and legal criminal authority. He going through the criminal system to kind of abuse his authority with the overconfidence. He came in, it looked like he approached Anne with his overconfidence, and it's like she's seeing right through him instantly. So that's why he couldn't come in with his pretty face. And there was restrictions on her money. She wasn't giving her money out to him like that. So he had to come up with a new way of getting into her head. Okay. And I see a knife up here. I see a rocket ship, light bulbs, lips kissing, light bulbs again, money. It look like an explosion up here. Okay, a whale. It's like he come up with all type of ways to try to get into her money, because it seemed like she wasn't balanced. That thing, she was balancing that thing out, and she was not giving out her money as he thought that she would. He thought she was imbalanced. She wasn't imbalanced as he thought. So he didn't judge her character really good. Okay, he thought he was gonna come in with a pretty face, but honey, she saw right through him. She saw him as a chicken. Okay, now we got this Alchemist card here with somebody mixing up something in the lab. It's like they transformed their base motor. They had a base motor coming in, and he transformed that into some type of golden wisdom. Again, wisdom card here. Okay, then the shadow attributes was the misuse of his power and knowledge that comes through spiritual practice. And then with the power of the alchemy, it says release your power. So it's like he released his power. Let's find out more about this Alchemist card. And we got the Anxious card here, and then Marriage. So I don't know if he played against on her anxiety or whatever, and kind of pushed her into a relationship. Okay, it seems like somebody got pushed into a relationship, and it's like Anne was going through a lot of anxiety. I see a lot of anxiety here. And I don't know if he was giving her medicine for her anxiety, so-called helping her, and kind of pushed her into a marriage, into a relationship. But you see how she's looking. She's looking very like, I didn't agree to this. Where are we going? What is this? And he hadn't pushed, like taken her in. But we have a lot of anxiety. Somebody was anxious. And it seemed like somebody, a dark energy, pushed somebody into something. Okay, and it seemed like they kind of threw off their balance. Give me the Death of the Maiden with the Rebel card and Artist. Somebody was the artist and the rebel, created a Death in the Maiden, invasion of boundaries, and became very dominant in this situation. Now, the cards that came out here tried to knock over the Alchemist card and the Judge card, but we back up. Now remember, somebody's being pushed into a relationship that seems like they don't want, okay? Because somebody mixing up some type of chemical. Now, this chemical is giving me imbalance. Now, she could already been imbalanced. I'm picking up that Anne may have been imbalanced and maybe have a headache, anxiety, and he probably gave her some type of medicine, allegedly, that he was mixed up and gave it to her to push her into a marriage because she wasn't sharing that money at first, honey. She was just tapping and leaving, I guess, honey. She wasn't paying. She was not paying. And he had to be wise. So, and he started being wise and try to mix up something to come up with some type of golden wisdom. Okay. To kind of, I don't know if he was coming to her in some type of spiritual way. He's trying to make it seem like they had some type of spiritual connection after him slip something in her drink, allegedly, whatever he mixing up here. Then we got the artist here, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, which means somebody was not able to pick up on whatever this was mixing over here. It says inspiring others to see life symbolically. You're inspiring somebody to see something symbolically after you even mix something up. Using your talents as an excuse to mistreat others, posing as a starving artist to elicit some type of pity from somebody. Then followed by the rebel card, which speaks of challenging authority. Rejecting legitimate authority out of anger. Okay, out of anger and cause, and seem like a death of the maiden here. Now, we got the death of the maiden here when it comes to a relationship. Remember, we got somebody being pushed into some type of marriage or relationship or connection here. Somebody is crossing boundaries. Invasion. It was an invasion of this person's life, this maiden's life, when a relationship was developed, a twisted relationship. Now, there's a relationship where this man is just worrying about himself, and this woman kind of worrying about herself, but they twisted together in a relationship somehow. This lady don't know how she got into it. Became self-sufficient on this man, which means whatever was being mixed in this lab, she became very sufficient on it. Okay, and by her being sufficient on whatever he was mixing up, he became sufficient on her lifestyle. So they became self-sufficient on each other. She became self-sufficient on whatever he was giving and mixing up, and he wanted her lifestyle, the luxury, gratitude here. Okay, we got publicity here. Somebody being caught with their pants down. And then somebody with a belt. A belt, always think of a butt whooping. You about to get a whooping. Somebody lying. Somebody publicly saying something. Okay, but then we got the belt up, your pants falling down. It's like you're a sloppy mess. It's like somebody in public being sloppy, or somebody exposing somebody, making them look sloppy in public. Okay, making somebody look sloppy. And we know Anne used to be so well put together. And then at the end of her days, it seemed like her hair was a little sloppy. Her hair was a little messy in public. It was not the Anne that we once saw before. She was sufficient on somebody. And then we got a child here too. Somebody was sufficient. Okay, in public, they was looking sloppy. Somebody was made to look a certain type of way in public. Then we got the fertility card. This giving me somebody being pregnant, somebody having a child. I do know her and him and Anne have a baby together. Okay, a 10-year-old, I think. Okay, so we got the fertility card here. So it's like he using this baby to make money, to get the luxury of Anne. Okay, and it's like he kind of responsible for her. Like I said, the death of a maiden. What they tell y'all know what Anne just went through. Look at this person whispering in her ear with his arms around her. Okay, publicity. Then we got fertility. He have a baby with her. Okay, Anne got a baby with her. She got self-sufficient on this person, and then he started enjoying her lifestyle because they got twisted up in a relationship that looked like Anne didn't want, because she had some type of anxiety, but he was mixing something up and giving it to her in the lab, honey, allegedly. Now, let's see if the tarot cards has the same energy for Mr. James Tupper. Let's see what's the energy for James and estate. What is the energy with Anne and Anne's estate with James Tupper? All right. Now, we got 3 cards that fell out here. We got this and we got this. Okay. We got the Queen of Swords, honey. We got a woman over 25 years old, brown eyes, brown hair, cold, demanding authority. We got somebody here with the Queen of Swords. It's an older woman that's demanding some type of respect, some kind of truth. It's this giving me Anne a little bit, that when she left here, she was kind of cold to him. and hard on him. And I don't see her being loving to him. Okay. It's like she has saw some type of truth and she was demanding the truth. And it's like she had a hand out like, I know you took my money. Give me my money back. Okay. Before I cut you, before I expose you, before things come out. With the Three of Swords, because there's some type of deception here. Deception, frustration, jealousy. Somebody was brokenhearted. Okay. Because with the Temperance, it's like money restriction. Somebody was testing the waters when it comes to somebody's money. Okay. And it's like it's like Anne found out. And then this person right here with the Eight of Cups, money problems, turning your back and walking away, knowing there's nothing more you can do about this situation. Somebody turned and walked away from this situation. But we have the Sun, marriage, happiness, bright prospect. Also speaking of a kid. So I have a woman over 25. Okay, but it says brown hair, the brown eyes. Now Anne had blonde hair. Now I don't know if her natural color was blonde or brown, whatever. But somebody here is demanding the truth, demanding respect. Got her hands out like, "Give me my money. I know you took it. You trifling MFer. Give me my money." Was heartbroken over this. There was some deception here when it came to this relationship and Anne. Okay, he said, "There's no way that a woman who was heartbroken and was demanding respect, demanding the truth, was gonna tell you, oh yeah, you can have my estates over my sons that I love and care for dearly. Please." There was some money restriction here. Somebody was dipping their toe in to somebody's money, and it caused some money issues. But this person been doing it. Okay, whoever dipping their toe into it is something that they've been doing in the past anyway. But we got somebody with the Eight of Cups walking away. Then they walking away because there's money problems. They turning their back and walking away, knowing that there's nothing else they can do. Now, what's in those cups? What's in those cups? Okay, it could be something that you love. I mean, something that you love, that you care about. It could be something that you're drinking, baby. It could be a substance that you're mixing. But somebody's walking away from the situation. With the Sun card, walking away from a marriage. Was she married to this man? Because it says marriage, happiness, prospect, children. Okay, we have children here. Uh-oh. So let's pull. Give me more about this Three of Swords energy here for James Tupper and why he think he's supposed to get this lady's estate and Heche estate. Okay, not today, not enough. Okay, somebody's not dealing with the hurt. Avoiding the conversation or call a person a boundary, still angry, still boundaries again. Somebody being angry, somebody not dealing with some type of hurt, and somebody's angry and they crossing boundaries. Okay, but it says not today. Somebody wasn't dealing with it. So I don't know if this was something that Anne was, she found out about it, she was demanding the truth, but yet she wasn't dealing with it fully, because we got the not enough card here. It's like there was some frustration in the relationship when it came to him and Anne. There was a lack of confidence, self-sabotage, there was fear, ego, and jealousy here. So I don't see nobody leaving an estate to somebody with that type of trouble or that type of energy. You definitely not touching my money. So let's see how long we've been on the reading. 28 minutes. Let's see. What message would Anne like to leave James? Okay. How did Anne feel about James in her final days? Okay. Let's see. How did Anne feel about James in her final days? His name was James. Yeah, James. So, okay, she loved James, honey. It says King of Pentacles here. It says a man over 25 years old, dark eyes, dark hair, business, arrogant, powerful. So it seems like, he came across as somebody that's all about money, showing up as somebody with money or having an issue with money. Okay. Like I said, when I say issue with money, King of Pentacles, he's showing up as somebody who always got his hands out wanting money, always wanting king type of money. Then we got the Page of Cups, which speaks of a young woman to 25 years old. Basic good news. Honey, it seems like I'm showing him as the King of Pentacles, but making offers to young women. Okay, it's like taking Anne money and making offers to young women. That's what I'm picking up James did. That's what he offered. Okay, give me more about this Queen of Swords. What's this Queen of Swords here for James Tupper and Anne's estate? Okay, what came out with the Queen of Swords is Three of Cups, a celebration, a bright happiness, a bright happening. So it seems like, you know, with the Queen of Swords, now it speaks of a woman that's cold, because she was cold because there was a third party situation here when it came to her and James. It looked like, you know, third party when it comes to women. Again, three of wands again. He had a one for every woman. Travel, and he probably traveled a lot, surveying his kingdom, always looking out at another woman. Now, this could be James that showed up in Anne's reading, because it was a man there that gave her a heartbroken energy. Okay, and again, he's given Three of Cups, Three of Wands energy, then a Ten of Swords, the depth of an ending of a situation or a relationship. Yeah. Oh, James can keep his one to himself, and it seemed like he was spending Anne's money on different females. Okay, we got third party energy here, and at the end of the day, she was defeated when it came to love. Okay, it was the death of the end of, even though they had a baby together. Okay, now let's see. Let's see, how did James feel about Anne on her final days? How did James feel about Anne? We got the hyphen. Again, we got marriage, government, or public company, a body corporation, official building, or official situation. And he was looking at her as the money. He was trying to make things official before Anne left. And I think official when it comes to documents. I see documents. It's not like he's trying to, because I saw marriage. I think either he married her and tried to get money or whatever, but I don't think it worked out that way. He just showing up as somebody that was coming up with different ways to get what he wanted. If it wasn't marriage, he felt like he had some type of bond, some type of corporation bond, or some type of business bond with her that he felt like, okay, I get the money that way. What else? How did James feel about Anne on her final days? Now, marriage, it could be like he wanted to marry her too, as well. Okay. But the cards that we have here, we got the Seven of Swords, plans, hopes, the Wish card. He had some type of plans and hopes, but it was mental, sneaky type of, because you know, swords are kind of sneaky. Swords hurt. Swords are sharp. Okay. Short swords are mental type of issues here. So he had some type of plans, but he was kind of being sneaky with his plans when it came to Anne. We got a letter of news coming in. Again, documents. I see him filling out some type of documents, trying to make things official, and so that he can have victory at the end of everything when it comes to Anne. We got the Ace of Cups with security, a helping hand. Okay, now the Ace of Cups can give me that he cared about her, but I'm picking up he cared about her because she was a helping hand to him. She gave security to him. Okay, because we got the Five of Swords again. Losses, all is not lost. You still have three swords remaining, giving you the upper hand. So he still feel like he still got the upper hand. Again, security, upper hand. He feel like he got some kind of obligation from her, because he felt like he was in a long-term either marriage or relationship with her, and he feel like he obligated. He feel like he had some type of entitlement again. And he cold again. He cold with trying to achieve this. He'll say anything and do anything. He'll swing those swords any way that he can to make to get what he wants to achieve. Okay. And he don't care who he hurt. Then we got the Queen of Cups here. We got a woman over 25 years old, blue eyes, fair to brown hair, soft, gentle, motherly. Now he did see her as a great mother. He saw Anne as a great mother. He saw her as somebody that was very gentle that was a good mother, period. You know, so he was happy with her as far as being the mother of his child. Because at the end of the day, I kind of see him as just looking at money. He's very materialistic. He came showed up as the prostitute, and at the end he really a rebel, but in the middle he working magic. He doing a lot of magic. He's an alchemist, which means he gonna mix whatever substance that he have to mix together to get what he needs to achieve on the material level. Okay, but I see Anne as being very wise to this at first. Okay, it wasn't easy for her to get what she wanted, easy for him to come in and take over Anne. But he got her pregnant and care about kids. And that is the reading for James Tupper, okay, and Anne's estate. Now, I guess I kind of want to pull and see what's going to be the outcome of Anne's estate. So let's find out. Let's see. What's going to be the outcome for James Tupper and Anne's estate with her 20-year-old son? What's going to be the outcome for James? We got the Seven of Pentacles here. Work frustration. Hard work needing to be done either at work or in your life situation. James going to have to get back out and clock in, y'all. He's sitting here waiting on this money to come in. I don't think he's going to be successful. He's waiting. And there's 7 Pentacles here. But I think he wants all 10 of them. So he's frustrated when it comes to work. And the card saying hard work is going to need to be done either at your work or your life situation. But you're going to have to put in that work, baby. We got the Chariot card. It's going to be some movement of residence, a journey, a victory over a situation or a problem, balancing the opposite polarity. So it's saying that he may have some victory over it. Okay, it's going to cause for legal issues. It's going to be cause for the police to be called in a situation. But he's waiting it out. It's like he's waiting on those pentacles to come in, 7 of them. And we got the Chariot. Once he get those little seven pentacles, I don't know if he's going to get child support or what. But he's going to be moving. He's going to move his residence. He's going to have a journey or a victory over a situation or a problem. And it's going to be balancing the opposite polarities. Okay. Let's see. What else? Give me more about this Chariot. Yeah, he's trying to balance out, but he's trying to balance out the good and the bad. He may be stooping low to win. Because he's got the Devil card, jealousy or trouble. But it says able to break the chains that are binding you or holding you back. There's something that's binding him and holding him back. So I don't know if he's going to be exposed and something's going to hold him back from getting everything. Give me more about this Chariot and the Devil card for Tupper and Anne's estate. Her son. Okay. Now it's a lot of cards. We'll take it. So we got the Queen of Pentacles, a woman over 25, dark eyes, dark hair, professional business, dominating, arrogant. With the Page of Wands, a young woman to 25, travel overland. We got the Empress, delays, improvement necessary. I see a lot of feminine energy here. And he's going to be traveling overseas, spending money on women. We got the Hermit, loneliness, unattached, soul searching, needing time alone. With the 10 of Pentacles, money, contentment, signing money agreements. So let's see here. Lord, yeah, he's going to be, yeah, he may get a little money from Anne's. He may get a little money. He may have some victory over the situation, but then he's going to turn very low vibrational. He's going to turn low vibration. He's going to travel. He's going to start spending a lot of money on women. Okay. Then he'll start doing some soul searching. Need time alone. You know, he really needs to figure out his life because we got the 10 of Pentacles here. It's going to be some type of sign of money agreements. And you don't know what's going to go on. He's going to sign some type of contract. And we got the 10 of Pentacles here. So it looks like it's going to be an ugly situation. He going to stoop low. But it looks like he may get a little something. And he going to go and start spending it, honey. He going to start doing something that he going to get caught up in something. But I am seeing them pentacles rolling in for him. He going to wait it out. It's not going to be as easy. He's waiting on it. But at the end of the day, I see he going to stoop low. And I don't know if I see lawyers here or a bunch of women, but it seemed like at the end of the day, we got the 10 of Pentacles. And it's saying signing of money agreements when it comes to the family. Let's see. What's the energy behind Anne's son and him winning the estate? What's the energy behind the son and the estate? We got the 2 of Cups, peace of mind. It's like when it comes to the son, it seems like automatically with this card, the 2 of Cups, it's automatically that Anne wanted her boys to have her money with the 2 of Cups. It was peace of mind, joining of 2 people. It's like she wanted her babies to have this, okay, with the 2 of Cups. Of course, you know she loved her She love her kids. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles here. It look like he is putting his head down and working. He's working hard to make sure. And then we got the Arrows of Love. And then we got the Queen of Pentacles here. No, this was already here. Okay, so and when it comes to the Sun, it seems like I don't know if the Sun gonna get married. The Sun trying to take care of family. It's somebody that's in the Sun like that. He got peace of mind with. This also be peace of mind with his mother as well. That she worked hard, to give the money to him. But then again, I'm seeing another party that he may be in a relationship. Okay. And I'm seeing Arrows of Love here. But I'm seeing that, it's more peace of mind when it comes to his mom. His mom wanted to leave her estate to her sons because she loved her sons. She worked hard. That's what she worked hard for, to give it all to her sons. So, but it ain't showing that he's winning nothing. I just see peace of mind. But then I see somebody giving. So let's see. What's the energy behind Anne's 20-year-old son? Will he win the case? Will he win the estate? Oh, okay. It says autumn is my last chance. Oh, I think the Sun is giving up on hope. I don't know if old Tupper is saying all type of negative stuff and mean stuff, and he only 20, and I'm seeing that it says please don't lose hope. Autumn is my last chance. So I'm showing that it may be a female that's going to come in and help him out a little bit to win his mama's money. Okay. Maybe somebody that he's in a relationship with, but it says don't lose hope because autumn is my last chance. I don't know if her name is Autumn or by autumn he will win, but it's showing that he shouldn't give up hope at all when it comes to the estate. And like I say, because it's showing that he loved his mom. There's love here. Arrows of Love. And it says speedy news or a situation coming in with Arrows of Love. So it seems like the Sun is going to get his share. Okay. And it's going to be some type of feminine energy that's going to help him, achieve that. So that's the reading for James Tupper and Anne Heche estate. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch me on the next one. Talk to you later. Bye.